Hello and welcome to another video. So in today's video it's going to be one for my child safety course, and it is about victimisation. Now I've talked about this because I'm also doing a life coaching program called Project 2021, which is going to be full of life coaching skills and information and tips and ideas of how to self-coach yourself and to have a better year and a better life. Victimisation is very common when it comes to child abuse and bullying, because they more or less turn the tables onto you, that you're the problem, not them. And it can come in forms of not allowing you to watch TV, having a problem of you watching YouTube, and people think, people may think that I watch YouTube too much. Actually, I don't, and I use it really for research purposes. And I like to see how other people live. It's just something I'm interested in, And I do take a break from it. I listen to how I listen to music now has changed, and I suppose I'm just embracing modern technology, And so when you've been a victim of bullying or abuse, victimisation is a very, very common trait, and can be handled. And the one way of doing that is by standing your ground and say no. And also because they try in turn, because with child abuse and bullying comes mental health problems, or you could already have mental health problems like I did as a kid, and that be held against you, because they use it as a weapon to, patronise, or thinking that you're doing too much or something, and it's basically they're just nitpicking at everything you're doing, because they just want you to have a bad day and not have a life, and they just want to be, selfish, cowardly human beings, and have no interest in your well-being whatsoever. They just want to make you feel as shit as they're already probably making you feel by abusing and bullying you. So, victimisation can come with, all sorts of ways, and it's a very common thing when it comes to paedophiles and rapists and bullies, because they just want to make you feel shit, basically. They just want to make you feel, that you're not worth the life that was handed to you, because of what they're doing. They want to make what they're doing seem less disgusting by turning it on you. But child abuse is child abuse, It's giving you a thump or taking something away from you, which, why have you taken that away from you? And how is it causing you problems? Don't watch whatever. Don't keep watching me. If you don't like what you see, you don't like what I'm reading, you don't like, what I'm watching, you don't like what I'm drinking or eating, don't watch me. You know what I mean? Just don't watch me. Don't, when I don't like somebody, I don't give them the time of day, And so, I will not be victimised by anybody, because it's just them passing the buck, knowing that they're treating you like shit, and they just want to make you feel, the pain of what they feel when they know they're being nasty towards you, and they do know they're doing it as well, because you can see it in their eyes. And I just say fight, fight your corner, fight for your rights to have a life. And just because they feel like they've been hard done by, that ain't your problem. It's their problem at the end of the day. It's not anything to do with you, really. They're just using you as a verbal target and using you to lash out at. And That's their problem, not yours. And so I will not be victimised by anybody. I don't care, if it's a relation or a friend or someone I've just met. I will not be victimised by anybody. And that goes the same for you. If you've been bullied or abused in your life, do not allow yourself to be victimised by anybody, because it's just them doing even worse, making you feel worse than the bullying and the abuse itself. So, I just say stop victimising, let people have a life, and let's work together. We're all in this pandemic, we're all in this lockdown, and there shouldn't be any, game playing or point scoring. People should be able to live their lives how they want to live it. And that means not hurting or being nasty or turning it against you, that you're the nasty one, when it's not, because you find you getting like this battle of, it doesn't, and then you feel like, well, I must just be quiet, because whatever I say, you're going to turn it against me. Whatever I do, you're going to turn it against me. Everything I say, you're going to turn it against me. So, at the end of the day, if you've been abused or bullied, and you're experiencing that, just say, look, I am not going to be victimised by you. I will take it further if it continues, and I will fight for my right, because we all as human beings have the right to do that, and no one has the right to victimise anybody for what they're doing. That is harmless, and it's what they like to do. Because you get a lot of people who think that just because they do things a certain way, everybody has to follow suit. Let me tell you, no. Everybody is different in this world. Because if everybody was the same, it would be a boring world. So just because you do something in a certain way doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just how you like to do it. You don't victimise people because you want to take control of every aspect of a child or even an adult. You have no right to tell anybody or what they can and can't do because it's something that you don't do. And I will not be victimised by anyone, shape or form. And I want you to be the same, because I have been bullied in my life, and I have seen abuse happening, and victimisation is the most common trait out of it all. Because you can get mental health issues because of it. I've been struggling with myself for a long time, and it's taken me now, because I experienced 7 years of hell, all because I was being a good Samaritan, and again it got turned on me, and I don't know whether I did the right thing or the wrong thing, but I felt like I was the one in the wrong, I was the one that, caused the trouble, and it wasn't meant to, I'm going to get upset now. At the end of the day, no one has to feel, no one should try and make somebody's day bad, because why do that, why try and make somebody bad because their life is about to change for the good. And it just made me see, these last 7 years has made me see who my real friends and family are. Because you'd be surprised how some people can turn against you and use everything they can against you, no matter what you say, what you do, even in regards to, what time you should be eating. It gets to the point, I'm 42 now, and I am old enough to make my own mind up of how I want to live my life. And I hate being forced upon. And victimisation is like another kick in the teeth, because they just want you to feel shit. Because they're committing the most hurtful crime ever. And I've said it, the worst thing you can do is hurt a child. That is the worst thing you can do, and bullying a child, especially if you're an adult that's doing it, and it's all because they're smaller than you, and you feel that you can and you will, and that is the most common sentence that they use. But let me tell you that, if you are being abused or bullied, you can fight. You can. Because honestly, you can fight your corner. I did when I lived in a housing estate. I was bullied and at school, and I made a promise to myself when I started secondary school that I would not be bullied there, and I would not be targeted by bullies, and I wasn't. And but then I did experience a couple of jobs where I was bullied at work as well. But again, I took action. You have a right to fight back, whether you're a child or an adult who's experienced abuse. And never ever feel victimised, because it's just them trying to put more of a hurtful feeling inside you. Because they want you to be like them, angry, spiteful, and you're not. And it gets to them that you're not like they are. And it's them using their hurtful feelings towards you because they want you to be like they are. And that's not right, because everybody has a right to be themselves. If it is something, okay, I can understand if I was watching offensive material, on social media, and I can understand if I was reading books that were was full of swear words and everything like that. No, and I'm writing 2 books in a minute, and yes, there's a bit of swearing in it, but it's real life, it's real time that I write. So if you don't like it, don't read it. If you don't like what the videos are doing, don't watch it. And if you don't like, if there's somebody who is really targeting you, and you're a kid, and you're feeling like every day is like a struggle, then fight back, get help, and say to them, I'm not going to be victimised by you, and I will take action against you, and I will get out of here. Because sometimes when you stand up to them, they will back away. Trust me, they will back away, and they won't continue. But they'll try and do everything they can. They just want to make you feel rubbish inside, because that's what bullies and abusers do. They want to make you feel as dreadful as the crime they're committing, because they know they're doing wrong, but they want to pass the buck on you still, because they don't want to admit that what they're doing is wrong, And don't let anybody tell you how you should live your life. Of course, never hurt anybody, yourself. But if you want to be somebody who, wants to be a DJ, go for it. If you want to be an athlete, a builder, or whatever you want to do, never let anybody to victimise you for those ambitions, and especially if you've got mental health. No one should ever victimise someone over their mental health, because it doesn't do them any favours, or the person that's got mental problems, because you're just making it worse, and then you're just driving them further away to not want to be around you, or want to even get into conversation with you. You're not doing any favours whatsoever by victimising anybody, because you feel that what they're doing, which is innocent, is wrong. And it's not, it's them. It's because they feel that because you're not doing what they would do, it's perceived as wrong. Why? It's up to you if you want to watch YouTube or not. It's up to you if you don't want to read the same books that I'm reading. It's up to you if you don't want to read the blogs I write. But at the end of the day, I don't attack people through the work I do it to help and give support. Because I am a protector. I always have been, and I always will be, you know. And that even means protecting myself sometimes, you know. And you have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to watch the videos you love watching, you know, as long as it's not offensive material, you know. And no one should tell you how, especially when you're on the age of 42, how to live your life. And never allow anybody to victimise you and fight your corner, because you have the right to do that. And no one, you know, they just want to rub salt in the wounds at the end of the day. And that doesn't make you want to stay or, you know, want to love them anymore. It means it means that I just want to be as far away from you as possible. I don't want to go back to my old life again, you know, where it all began. I want to be out in the place I feel is my comfort zone. I.e., you know, hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be moving into London, and I am. And even that, you know, some people may doubt, but I don't care, because I know that now after, you know, being victimised myself in the years of my life, that I will never stop wanting to move forward or have the life that I've always wanted to have. No one has the right to take that away from me or take that away from you. So, you know, so yes, so if you're victimised, speak about it. But victimisation is basically holding certain things you do, like anything, against you, when all it is innocent, and because it's something you enjoy and you love, and they just want to take it away from you to make you feel even worse than what you already do, being abused or being bullied. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.